Good morning, folks. Quick update on nat gas. I wanted to get this out quite urgently because this market's holding up surprisingly well. And I've actually reanalyzed this and changed my strategy slightly. Every time we've reached the bottom of this channel, and that's, starting at the first point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, now 6 times, we've actually rallied up to the top of the channel and made it to the top and then pulled back down to the bottom. So perhaps we have another shot at this. We've had 3 attempts at the top of the channel. First one over there, and then there. And I think on this occasion, we might get through that $3 level, which is at the top of this previous candle with the gap candle, if you remember that. There's a gap between $2.90 and $3, a 10-cent gap. That's going to provide very little resistance if the price gets through above where we are right now. Yesterday's trading held extremely well, and the market didn't fall down after a big move, just consolidated at the sort of current range that it's at. And it looks to me like we're all set for a move higher, and my target initially was $3, but I think we're going to have to get to the top of the channel. So if we have a look at that today, that would take us up. Now, it may not happen today, this is a weekly chart, but it may happen during this week sometime. If it happens this week, the target is actually about $3.15, maybe $3.20. If it happens next week, the target is definitely $3.20. I think we're not going to stop at $3. I've changed my view on this. I think we're going to get through this gap, break through the $2.90 to $3 gap. That's this gap over here on the left. And the momentum and impetus of that gap, which is going to be like a sort of a silicon lubricated move through that 10-cent level, it's going to provide a lot of momentum. I think we're going to burst up through $3 to the top of this channel, which this week, as I said, is at $3.15 or $3.16. I think that's more likely than not now. What I'm going to do is close half of my long position from $2.51 at $3. I'm actually going to make it $2.98. I always like the 8s and the 2s on the chart, so $2.98. I'll close half of my position and then hold the rest for a move up to $3.15, and that's where I'll exit the full position, and then possibly even sell for a move back down towards the bottom of the channel. Depends on whether this moves up this week or not, or if it takes place next week. If we move up this week, it's $3.15. If it's next week, it's $3.20. So that's my revised strategy on natural gas, and I think we might just have a chance of breaking up through $3 to $3.15 with the momentum gained by slipping through that gap between $2.90 and $3, providing a lot of upward thrust, momentum, and carry through up to the $3.15 level if we get there this week. We must hold this $2.80 level today and then carry on moving up. I don't want to see any pullbacks from here. And if we look on the 4-hour chart, you can see we're holding that level beautifully after that initial move and pull back to the bottom of the support zone, break through the top, and now we're at $2.80 and just consolidating beautifully in that range with no pullback. I think we've got every chance of following the path that I've just outlined. If we don't hold this level that we're trading at now, be prepared for a deeper pullback back down towards the $2.50 level and the bottom of this channel, and we may have to start all over again at around $2.50 to $2.55. The way it looks at the moment, I think it's more likely that the top of the channel is the next place we'll visit. If you've enjoyed this content, please give the video a thumbs up, consider subscribing to the channel, and share it with your friends. Thanks so much.